Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to Ride or Die. Today, I thought I would take you all through my Nintendo Switch fall haul. I'm just going to show you this, and we're going to talk about how it happened. So to just start off with, I'm not really proud of this, that I bought all these video games. This isn't something that I would normally do. I don't recommend that you do this. There were a bunch of factors that led to this spending spree, some real, some imagined. One of which is that I'm going to be traveling soon, and that if I wanted to order these games while they were on sale, I needed to do it so that they would arrive in time for me to be here to receive them. The other is that this is kind of the end of the Nintendo Switch life cycle. So we're starting to kind of see the end of a lot of reprints of these games. Some of these games are going to get harder to find. So this might be like the last big Christmas or Black Friday season for these Switch games. A lot of Nintendo games in particular don't go on sale a whole lot. So if you want them, this is the time to get them. Those all sound like good justifications to spend a bunch of money on a bunch of games. I just wanted to take a little bit of time to walk through these with you and show you these different games, talk to you about why I picked them up, if I can remember what price I got them for, and maybe where I got them. We're going to start off with Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. This is one that I'm actually playing through right now. This game is awesome. I never played the original, but this is a really cool remaster. It feels great on the Switch. It's a lot of fun. I like it more than Kirby Star Allies on the Switch, which is sort of similar. It's got a similar feel to it, but it's just really cool. It's a lot of fun. If you're looking for like a 2D modern feeling Kirby game to play, I probably would recommend this, particularly over Star Allies. So yeah, this is awesome. I think this was $30. Maybe at Best Buy over the Black Friday holiday. The next is just a fall release that I had pre-ordered. It's WarioWare's Move It. I love the WarioWare series. I've been playing since the Game Boy Advance game, the original Game Boy Advance game. I think I have owned every single one of these up till now. Move It is cool, but it feels like kind of a throwback in 2023. It uses motion controls that are very reminiscent of WarioWare Smooth Moves for the Wii. So it feels just kind of strange in 2023 to be playing a game that's mostly motion-based. It works really well. It's a lot of fun, but it just kind of feels retro in a strange way. So I'm enjoying this, but you do need that whole setup where you're like away from the TV enough and all that stuff to make it work. We've got Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE Encore. This is a European copy of this because that's how I had to get it. I was having trouble finding it. You might notice there, if you can see it, that the labeling on the spine is in a slightly different font as the European versions are. This is a crossover between Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei, as I understand. I had this on my list for a really long time. It was time to finally pull the trigger. I didn't get a good deal on this. I'm looking forward to playing it. However, it is sort of seemingly getting a little harder to find. Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga collection. If you love the old retro Ninja Turtles games, you're going to love this. It's fantastic. I own this already on the Xbox. I really just wanted to have this for on the go. And yeah, I think this was like $20-25. I've got Super Mario RPG. Super Mario RPG is a game that I've wanted to play for a very, very, very long time. This came out at the tail end of the SNES when the N64 was coming out, and it appeared it was difficult to find. A lot of RPGs, for whatever reason, on the SNES retailed for like $60 to $70, and I want to say that this one was in that price range, so I couldn't afford it as a kid. I'm really excited to get into this. Unfortunately, I'm playing another RPG right now, which I'll cover more in a few minutes. But yeah, I'm looking forward like crazy to playing this. I've wanted to play this for well over 20 years now. Super Mario Brothers Wonder. This game is cool. It's dope. I like it. It's not like totally grabbing me. I think that there's just something just sort of missing about it that I can't put my finger on. I'm going to play it a lot more while I'm traveling. I might do a review or kind of catch you up on my feelings on this game at a later date. But for now, it's okay. That's all I've got to say. I've got Rune Factory 4 Special. This was $20, I want to say, from Amazon. I've never played one of these games before. I'm excited to give it a shot. I know that there are a lot of farming sims out there, and this is just another one of them. But yeah, I'm looking forward to giving it a try. We've got Pocky and Rocky Reshrined. Pocky and Rocky was a game that I owned on the Game Boy Advance. I bought this because it was $12 on Amazon. I'm looking forward to playing this again. It was a lot of fun. For whatever reason, copies of this game go for outrageous astronomical prices on the other platforms that it's been on. I don't understand why. It makes no sense to me. But, you know, in the event that this ends up being wildly valuable, I was accidentally sent 2 copies. So someday in the future, this might be worth a lot of money. It's worth trying out. It's a hard game, but, you know, give it a shot. We have Persona 5 Strikers. Now, I didn't know anything about the Persona series. This game was on sale for $20. I thought this was the RPG, and I was sorely mistaken. This is actually a Masuo Warrior-style game. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. This is actually a sequel to Persona 5, so that sent me on a hunt to buy the real Persona 5, which I did. And this has been eating up my nights and weekends. This is a phenomenal game. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I highly recommend it to anyone that's looking for an RPG. It's super stylish and just cool. All the characters are cool. It's got a lot of heart to it. The thing that I didn't know before I dove into it is that it takes 100 hours to finish just on its surface. So not 100%ing the game, just to finish the game, it's 100 hours. And I think I'm like 25, 30 hours in at this point. I really want to finish this. It's great, and I'm looking forward to playing through the rest of it. Everything you've heard about this is true. It's absolutely worth it. We've got Nier Automata. I've always wanted to play this game. I've heard a lot of things about it. I'm looking forward to. I think this was on sale for $30, maybe at Best Buy. I hear it runs really well on the Switch, so I'm excited to give it a shot. We've got new Pokemon Snap. I picked this one up because I was intrigued by the premise. I had not really played the old N64 game. I gave it a shot on the Virtual Console, or whatever it is that they call it on the Switch. And it was cool, but I really wanted to play the modern version, so I went ahead and picked this up. I think I bought this off of eBay for like $35 or something like that. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun, and it looks the way the Pokemon games probably should look at this point. So graphically, this is a cool-looking game. I wish that, you know, the mainline Pokemon games looked as good as it does. We've got Neo, The World Ends With You. I had not played this original of this game on the DS when it came out. I understand that it was a big favorite of a lot of people. The price was right on this. I think it was $30 on Amazon, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger. I'm looking forward to getting into that. Again, all of these RPGs are going to come behind Persona 5. That's really just the sad truth of things. We've got Mario Party Superstars. I own Super Mario Party. It is kind of a disappointment. This one is a lot more fun. I enjoy it. I think it's a good game, and I highly recommend it to anybody that wants that old school Mario Party feel. This is definitely worth a shot. We've got Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. I want to say that this was $30 on Best Buy, something like that. I own this game on the Wii. I liked it to an extent. I'm excited to play it without having to use the motion controls. I'm excited to give it a shot and kind of see it with all of the advancements that they've added into it. I think it'll be a lot more fun in that way. We've got Harvestella. Harvestella is a game that I've heard about. It's, as far as I understand, an exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. It didn't sell very well, but it's kind of a mixture of RPG and farming, sort of like Rune Factory. That sounded really intriguing, so I gave this a shot. This was on Amazon on sale for about $30, I think. We've got Game Builder Garage. This has cult hit written all over it. This is the type of game that you see in the bargain bin. I got this for $15. It disappears, and then years later, everyone's talking about it. A lot of people want to own it. It's selling for ridiculous amounts of money. And I think the reason this game has that potential is that it lets you create your own games. And there aren't a ton of things like that. There's a really active Reddit community for this game. So, I think a lot of people can do some really cool stuff with this. And I think this game, although I don't think it did very well when it came out, has a bright future ahead of itself. Got Everybody Want to Switch. I don't have an answer for why I bought this game. It was $15. It's the end of the Nintendo Switch life cycle. I don't think they thought this game would sell very well, so I don't think they made a ton of copies of this. I'm really just curious about it. I want to see what it's like. I want to see how it goes. Yeah, I think it's one for the future. At the very least, I can show this to somebody and say, hey, I have this game with the horse head guy on it. We have Dragon Quest XI. I had wanted to play this game. I saw a review online of it that made it look fantastic. Unfortunately, I purchased a Japanese version of Dragon Quest XI, so I actually now have 2 copies of this game. One in Japanese that does not automatically translate into English, like a lot of the cartridges do, where you just pop it into the Switch and it will, pop up the English language or the English voiceovers. This didn't do that. I'm looking forward to playing this. Again, it's just going to come behind Persona 5. We got Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I got this for $30, I think, from Best Buy. That's about what it's worth, I think. It's a good game. I like it. It's kind of funny. It doesn't look like a Wii U game. It's a port from the Wii U, but it looks more like a Wii game. And in fact, the buttons, the depictions of buttons in the game are from the Wiimotes, it looks like. I just think there could have been a little bit more polish to this, and I don't know necessarily how to portray that, but when you look at Return to Dreamland versus this is just sort of a bare bones, more lackluster kind of port. It does this weird thing when you pop it in where like the intro screen, the splash screen, is like letterboxed for a second. It just really feels like they just took the ROM or something like that and dropped it onto a cartridge and called it a day. It's a lot of fun. It's as challenging as these games have ever been. Donkey Kong Country games are notorious for being difficult, and this is definitely in that reign. I'm going to appreciate the funky mode, the easier playing mode that's available in this, for sure. And then finally, we have Bravely Default 2. I played the first one on the DS, the 3DS, I should say. It's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to playing through this one as well. Again, I'm not sure when I'm going to get to this. I'm creating quite a backlog for myself, and part of the reason for that is as we transition from the Nintendo Switch to whatever the next system is going to be, there's usually a lot of downtime. There's usually a year or two where there are almost no games. It's happened with almost every console that's ever come out. Games take longer to make, so I'm kind of future-proofing myself by getting these games now, and hopefully I'll have plenty to play here into the future. So those are my games. This is just what I bought, I think, in the last 2.5 months. I have many more games than that. At some point, I might do a full kind of reveal of all of the games, walk you through that collection. I'm excited to go through all of these and have some fun with them. I don't necessarily recommend that you go on a huge spending spree like I have here. I have some regrets, but at the end of the day, I've got these games and I'm pretty happy with them. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, please subscribe. Thank you so much for hanging out here to the end, and I hope you have a wonderful day.